Okay, so this is a quick review on integers. So we have Anais digging a hole in the ground to plant soybeans for a PBL group. She wasn't exactly sure how low to plant the beans, so she decided to plant it 8 centimeters underground. Mr. Ammon realized that she should have planted the bean a little bit higher, so he told Anais that she might want to plant it 6 centimeters higher than where she originally planted it. So where should she plant the bean? And we're going to go ahead and assume that ground level is at 0 centimeters. Okay, so if we take a look at the diagram, I think initially a lot of us are going to say, okay, it's 8, we have to make it 6 higher, so we're going to say 8 plus 6, and we're going to get negative 14 because it's underground. But let's take a look at the diagram and make sense of it. So this is where we started with at negative 8, and she's just going to have to move it up 6 centimeters, right? So let's go move the bean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 centimeters. So she ends up planting it, or she wants to plant it at negative 2 centimeters. Okay, so instead of negative 14, like we might want to say, we're actually going to plant it at negative 2 centimeters. And it's important that we say the negative because it's underground. Okay. Let's take a look at the next problem that's also with integers. Okay, so this next problem we have is Mr. Ammon was really dedicated to learning about how certain crops grow. He wanted to know how certain plants will grow in extreme cold weather compared to warmer climates here in Pico. During the break, he planted some seeds in Minnesota where it was negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and also in Pico Rivera where it was 48 degrees Fahrenheit. What's the difference in temperature of the two regions? So we're trying to find how different or how far apart these two temperatures are. So I have a number line here. Let me actually make it a little bit bigger. Sorry, it's a thermometer, which is essentially a number line. Let's go ahead and make sense of this problem. Let's label some of the key parts. So in Minnesota, we have it at negative 15 centimeters. So that's actually going to be down here. So this is 0 right here. Negative 10, and negative 15 is going to be here. In Pico, it was 48 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's positive, so it's going to be all the way up here. Okay, what a lot of students are going to do is they're going to incorrectly, let me make sure we know this incorrect, they're going to say 48 minus 15, and they're going to say the temperature is 33 degrees apart because 48 minus 15 is 33. But if we notice, 33 degrees is going to still be in the positive. It'll be about 10, 20, 30, so somewhere between 10 and 20. Okay, if that's the only difference. But we're trying to find the difference between 48 and negative 15. So let's kind of break this apart. What I can say is that the distance from 0, the absolute value of 48, okay, so from 0 to 48, this is a distance of 48. This is 48 degrees from 0 to 48. The distance from negative 15, this negative 15, the absolute value of negative 15 is 15 centimeters. Oops, I should have laid that. Is 15 centimeters. Okay, so there's 15 from here to here in this green right here. And in the blue from here to here, that's 48. Okay, so it's a difference of 48 from here to 0 and 15 from 0 to negative 15. So to find the difference between the two, I actually have to add these two values together. So I have to add 48 plus 15 to get 63. Okay, so the difference between negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit and 48 degrees Fahrenheit is how many? It's 63 degrees different. Okay, it's not 33 degrees, it's 63 degrees difference. Again, from here to here is 48, from here to here is 15. Okay, so which tells us that now the difference, or how far apart 48 and 15 are, there's a 63 degree difference.